Namaste. Today I'd like to share my ideas about this topic called positive thinking. As you are well aware that positive thinking has become extremely popular right from those days when Dale Carnegie wrote highly about positive thinking, the power of positive thinking, to Norman Vincent Peale and many others, from authors to motivational speakers, have been saying that positive thinking can change, can bring about a lot of changes in you, and it has a great impact. However, you will also agree that every idea also has a twist behind it. Because mind is dual. It's positive as well as negative. You can't deny it. If there's positive, there's got to be negative. If there's God, there's got to be devil. If there's heat, then there's cold. If there's day, there's night. If there's male, there's a female. If there's good, there's bad. If there's truth, there's a lie. So, we get to know both equally well. As to how positive thinking, does it really have that much of an impact on us? It all depends as to how you take it, or as to how you believe in it. According to me, a negative remains a negative. And what I read once, the National Science Foundation has given out some certain figures that the mind in a day has around 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts flowing in a positive or a negative manner, within which 80% are negative, like I said, and 90% are repetitive. Repetitive meaning again based on those negative factors. So, with a mind which is 80% negative, with greed, lust, contempt, jealousy, hatred, anxiety, and the most negative factor being fear, insecurity, contempt, as the list is endless. Endless. And in that endless list, if we force positive thinking into our mind, don't you think we are deceiving ourselves? We just can't do it. And that is why most of us, our personality is not what it really is. We are trying to project outwardly to others something which we are not. If somebody asks us, how are you? Irrespective of whether I'm feeling good or bad, I'll say, oh, I'm very fine. Everything is going great for me. So, we project something which we are not. Persona itself in Latin means a false mask. So you can imagine positive thinking in a mind running in duality when you are not aware and conscious about it and just basically making this statement, and by saying that or by thinking that if I think positive, say if I want something, I desire something, and I keep on positively creating an attitude that forcing an attitude into me that I will get it, I will get it, I will get it. It is not necessary that you get it. You have to be positive. Not think positive. You have to be positive. And moreover, subconscious thinking. means the subconscious is lower than the conscious, meaning mechanical. Subconscious means your thoughts are running on autopilot from memory and intellect in an unconscious manner from memory. Like you have learned how to walk, you don't have to learn again and again. It is subconsciously doing it. Same it goes for every other aspect of life. What you learned once or what you already know, then it's all subconscious. 95% neuroscientists are saying is the subconscious mind which is ruling you, because you're not mind. You're more than your mind. Your mind. Your thoughts, you're more than that. It's ruling you because your conscious self, which is you, is hardly or less than 5%, and 98% is subconscious. And in that subconscious you're feeding, you're programming, you're downloading positive thinking and repeating again and again. Now that program, does it work or not? It's for you to decide. And for that you have to be truthful to yourself. So positive thinking, more important than positive thinking, I would say, is your mindset, your established attitudes, your fixed attitudes. Like some people by default are positive by nature. So meaning your fundamental nature, if it is positive, you will be positive, and if it is negative, you will be negative. And as per science, if 90% or 80% of the mind is negative, it's not that easy. It's not that easy just by repeating again and again that you become positive, that it can rule out negativity. Sorry. It's not that easy. So what happens? The mindset. Now there's a fixed mindset, and the fixed mindset is negative. And what you require is to develop or alter that attitude of yours, that fixed attitude, into a more positive manner. So the first thing you should do is look inwards. Many people talk about looking inwards, but what do you mean by looking inwards? Looking inwards means that we as human beings have this power which no other living creature has. To look inwards, meaning to look into your own mind and into your own thoughts. And when you look inwards, you'll come to know how your thoughts mechanically, randomly, recklessly is flowing here and there, multitasking into this and that. And you're not even aware and conscious about it. So looking inwards will make you aware and conscious. So how do you look inwards? Choicelessly. Watch and witness. Watch and witness the mind that brings in the soul, which you are ignorant about. You use the word soul very often, but if you ask 95, 98, 99% won't know what the soul is. Google it and you might not get the answer also. Soul is that witnessing consciousness which choicelessly witnesses. It is beyond the mind. It is beyond your thoughts. Though it is settled in your mind, it is the individual soul which has entrapped the spirit, and through the spirit you make your mind aware and conscious. Your mind has to become aware first and then conscious. So when you look inwards, you become conscious. You awaken. The soul always awakens. It's sleeping inside because you're ignorant about it. You just speak about it, but you do not know how to utilize. You do not know how to activate your own conscious self. Your own conscious self. So, When you look inwards into your mind, your conscious observing self awakens, and your mind also gets awakened in turn and gets activated in that direction. It becomes focused and centered, not multitasking, not randomly, not recklessly, but it becomes focused and centered, and you become aware of it. And once you become aware, your concentration power increases. Your attitude gradually starts changing if you make it into a habit of looking inwards. Your attitude from fixed attitude now starts going towards growth attitude, a growing attitude. So mindset. It all depends on how your mindset is, how you can make it progressive. A progressive mindset, constantly improving, improvising into higher consciousness by looking inwards from the subconscious level to the conscious level. The second would be try to become more spontaneous. Spontaneity means that from your awareness and your consciousness, you straight go into action without thinking too much about it. Because the moment you think, you will become insecure and negative thoughts will creep in. So the less you think, the better it is. The less you think, the better it is. The subconscious mind goes from the past thoughts from the memory and intellect and projects that into the future, bypassing the present. Bypassing the present. So, spontaneity can happen only in the presence. When you respond to a stimuli in the present moment. Otherwise, all the responses to every stimulus is from the past to the future. That's what mind is. It cannot be still in the present. To be still in the present, you have to be awake, alert, and aware. Awake, alert, and aware. The moment you are awake, alert, and aware, your mind becomes conscious of what it is doing. And if it is conscious, it will do mostly positive activity. It will intentionally not do negative unless you are prone to do negative acts. It will not do negatively. Now it has become conscious. So you will do only those things which are favorable to yourself and to the inbuilt character that you have. So your inbuilt attitude, if it improves, your inbuilt character also improves at the same time. So that's what it is. Third, besides being spontaneous, be perseverant. It is perseverance which makes you cross all hurdles. It is failures which leads you towards success, which teaches you what you have done that was wrong and how you should improve. It is your perseverance from which you achieve so much in life. It is hard work, mentally and physically, through your intellect and intelligence, merely by positive thinking, but deceiving yourself and others. So, please be very cautious and careful about your thoughts, whether they are positive or negative, whether your mindset is positive or negative. Mindset is the most important because that supersedes your basic thinking, your fundamental nature, and gradually your attitude will go towards higher consciousness, not be speaking about positive thinking. Become positive.